Hey everyone, this is Kendall with Wild Reawakening and the Bohemian Tarot Girl. This is your last quarter moon collective reading. The last quarter moon is in Aquarius and it's happening on May 12th. And the last quarter moon is all about doing that final releasing and doing that act of forgiveness. And you have to think about letting go and really taking that energy and putting it in a moving forward position, right? So we want to let go of, negative energy, negative emotions that are really holding us back here, especially with that Aquarius energy. Let's check out the cards and see what we have going on here. All right. Interesting. Okay, this is the energy of the moon, the overall right here. We have the Empress, so we have the abundance, we have the really fertile. The interesting thing here is there's some interesting placements here with the other cards. I would say the Empress is a lot about giving birth. And so just be aware of, pregnancies, just because I see two cards here that would really herald that to me. So if you're not trying to get pregnant, watch out for that. This card can very much mean actually finding and really embracing the spirit of creating that new project within your life. So if you're working on something, there is the emphasis of a new creation, but also that it's already being brought forth. Paired with the Page of Swords, the Page of Swords is really about restless energy. You might be feeling a little bit agitated, but it's really that green, go sign, asking you to just take that next step. It's giving you the green light. It's telling you make that happen. So with this project or this thing that you're planting, right? Like you've planted some seeds. This Page of Swords is really telling you that the universe is giving you a green light. It is also saying here with the Four of Pentacles, though, that the Four of Pentacles can actually be a positive or a negative card. And with the Four of Pentacles, it's really that obsession with our finances, right? Like you're holding on to the purse strings, you're not letting go, and you're really obsessing. And I would say that this is a little bit of a warning for you guys as far as the energy is. We really need to make sure that we change our mindset here when we're thinking about our finances. If you're thinking about it in a negative fashion, like a lack of, you don't have enough of, we really need to control what we're thinking about right now and making sure that we're focusing on how we feel and we're living in the moment of abundance instead of dwelling on how our finances are currently sitting. We have the Three of Swords sitting there overall, and it's for good or bad. This card is a lot about relationships, and it's that ending, it's that broken heart, and it's telling us that, sometimes things are, these endings come about, and it can be for good or bad with relationships. And I think that is really part of the energy that's going on here. We're really seeing a shift in people in their relationships. And so just know that if people are coming in and out of your life, if you're saying goodbye to a few people, even if you're feeling that heartbreak, the universe is ultimately working for you in the greater good. So you just have to be able to let that go. You can sit and feel the energy, but don't dwell in it. Now, the warnings for us is interesting. We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Tower, and we have the Devil here. The Ace of Swords is obviously a breakthrough, a victory. So if you've been working on a project, there's going to be a breakthrough for you. But with that, here's the warning, right? You have a Tower and you have the Devil. So watch out, if you're coming into sudden success, if you're coming into that sudden change, if you're coming into even a new relationship, there is a moment of that new heralding actually brings about that tower, right? It brings about a reconstruction of your life. And you need to be aware of, especially when we think about this in terms of relationships, and that can be a business relationship, it can be a life partner that you have, that we're not dwelling in this devil energy. Like, we're not letting our subconscious control our lives, right? And if you think about that, we create our own prisons. And so, when things happen to us and there's victory and there's great success, and then we feel like, oh, life has just shifted so much, right? And we can almost dwell in a negative fashion. And it's really warning us that we are in control of how we feel and how we react to the situations. And we don't want to live in this negative place that this devil card represents, right? We don't want to let it and give it control over our lives. So we need to let it go. We need to make sure that we're focusing on the victory and being thankful that even if there's sudden change, even if there's worries or doubts that's really trying to hold us back, that we're letting it go, right? Because we do have the ability to do all that, which is what I would love there with that Ace of Swords. The next card's interesting. We once again have a card, the Queen of Pentacles. In traditional tarot, she is just a single woman, and she's really looking out at the world and looking at the abundance and looking at the success in her life. And this is what's helping us through, right? And how to take on the energy of the moon is that we really have to be the Queen of Pentacles. We have to be that lady that rises above and knows that abundance is available to her at all times. It's paired here with the Hermit. I think a lot of you probably are sitting in a state where you want to go into yourself, right? You don't want to go out. You want to evaluate your emotions within yourself before you're working with others. And that's okay with the Queen of Pentacles, because the Queen of Pentacles in herself is very self-assured, and she's in the card by herself sitting on her throne. She is willing to share her abundance and all of the stuff that she is able to build. I had the King of Pentacles and I pulled the Seven of Pentacles with it, and it was interesting because it was sitting here and the energy, and it was sitting in the upright position. The interesting thing about the King of Pentacles is he is such an abundant energy, and you have all of this energy that's telling you go for it, abundance, and the King of Pentacles really turns everything to gold. And so just be aware of that you have great energy. You can turn all of the things and all of the worries and all the negative pieces in your life to gold and make you that abundant lifestyle that you want. And I say abundance, and a lot of times we think about it in a financial sense, and that really it's money and all that things, but abundance isn't just that. It's a lifestyle. It's the feeling of happiness, and that might not come about necessarily with like physical finances. You can have that aspect in it, but there's also another feeling, right? And that's important to really look. Sitting here with the Seven of Pentacles, it's really about profit and reward, right? You have to build the garden in order to reap the benefits of the garden, right? And we know that the garden is going to be abundant. It's been made perfectly clear here. So we have to take the energy of this time, and that is this moon, is that there is still pieces to be worked on. There's still things to be done. And that's important that we continue on, right, until the next cycle starts. So we continue on when we reset our intentions during the next new moon. And so the Seven of Pentacles is really asking you to see that profit and reward, to see that your work here makes the reward for later on, and that we have to really think about what we're doing right now and know that it's going to lead to greater things. All right, everyone, I will see you for the next moon cycle, and I hope you have a great day, and make sure to like and follow if you appreciate this reading. Thanks again.